The phone rang Friday at this gun shop along Route 611 near Tannersville. The owner tells us the caller identified herself as Officer Michelle Shack of the New York Police Department. He says she was calling from a cell phone and told her a suicidal woman and her baby could be on their way to his store.
I thought this was a joke.
According to published reports, Officer Shack was searching for a 27-year-old mother and her baby. She'd sent text messages to her family talking about killing herself and her newborn daughter. Officers tracked her cell phone to the Verrazano Bridge, and family knew that meant she was on her way to her hometown of Tannersville. Their next step was calling local gun shops, including Pocono Mountain Firearms. Shack told owner Michael Conforti the woman would be driving an orange Hyundai Tucson.
Either a really elaborate prank or, there's some merit to this.
Just minutes after calls came in from Shack and an NYPD detective, the woman arrived at the store. She walked around quietly and asked if children were allowed inside. When the woman came outside to get her child, that's when Conforti says he looked out the window and realized she was driving that orange Hyundai Tucson, and the child she pulled from the car was in fact an infant. Conforti asked an employee to call 911 and maintained contact with NYPD. He says he still didn't have any confirmation the callers were real officers, but he was concerned about how the woman had initially left the baby unattended in her car.
The mother was completely aloof to the baby. Wanted nothing to do with it, just, and he even said, well, you got a really good baby here. She must be a dream to take care of. Yeah, she's good.
Pocono Township police officers and an ambulance responded to the store, and Conforti says first responders took the woman outside to speak with her. Family members told police the woman had been suffering from postpartum depression since her daughter was born.
Between 11 to 20% of moms actually have postpartum depression, some form of it, whether it's just the blues or we have actual postpartum depression up into potentially a psychotic break, all of that.
Conforti is glad the mother and her baby were able to get help and reminds us gun shop owners can always deny a sale.
I'd rather be the guy who goes down with the egg on his face for getting caught in a scam versus the guy who's got red on his face for ignoring something and having something happen to that person, that child.
Britt Purdy, Newswatch 16, Monroe County.